Coach, thanks for joining us this afternoon after a game against Syracuse. First, we'll start off with some general comments about the game.
It's a tough pill to swallow, tonight's effort. Coming off a pretty close, pretty competitive 2-1 loss yesterday, we thought we addressed a lot of the issues, and I think we had a good game plan, and it felt like the atmosphere in the locker room prior to the game was what we were looking for. But I just, again, I guess that's one of those things with a young program and a very young team that, keeping that compete level like we talked about yesterday at an all-time high all the time, that's just one of those things that we're going to have to fight through and continue to improve on.
Syracuse scored some goals early in the game, and it put you guys down by multiple goals early. Did the strategy change after that moment?
I don't think so. I think, the strategy or, the game plan going into it was, we knew they were going to come out on fire today and to meet their or exceed their compete level. So, falling down by 4 early, no, I don't think so. I think it did turn out to be where a lot of the girls tried to do it more individually after that, gripping their stick a little bit tighter and trying to do more, everybody putting it on the shoulders and trying to do it themselves versus a team approach. So I think subconsciously the game plan changed in their minds to try to do it like that. But as far as a team approach, no, we weren't changing anything.
And yesterday was a defensive battle. Today was a little more wide open. And Syracuse also got a lot of shots from the slot area. Do you feel you need to fix that in the future?
We'll definitely address it. I think we got caught running around in our zone. I think they came out. They had a great game. They're 2 on the puck. They pressured it. They took away our time and space. They played a great college hockey game. We played just the opposite. So yeah, we're definitely going to address it. But I think on our side, it's more mental right now. We got to fix that. We got to prepare. That every game is going to be a fight, a battle, a war. So we got to start winning some of those battles to ultimately win the war for sure.
And could you see a momentum shift in the game after the Arsenal goal early in the second period?
Yeah, momentarily, I think so. The attitude on the bench was, let's get them, and we were just, we came out in that second. Let's start winning a shift here, a shift there, but. It's a great play. We could have used a bunch more of those. I think we could have exposed their goalie a little bit better than what we did earlier. Our game plan was to get a lot of rubber on net early in the game, and I think we did just the opposite. So, pretty much everything we went out with the intention of doing, we didn't succeed as a staff and a team on that one.
And even though a loss like this can sting, there's always some positives. What positives will you and your team take away from this loss?
I'd say the biggest, again, coming together as a team, having that team first atmosphere, the team first, don't worry about individual stats, don't worry about trying to do it all yourself, using your sisters, using your teammates, and everybody's got to get, buy into the systems and buy into the team first attitude, and, I think that's the only thing we could positively take away from it.
It seemed like on their penalty kill today, they were had the intention to be a little bit more assertive and take away time and space, and your penalty kill really struggled today.
Yeah, I think, on special teams, they, when we had the power play, I think yesterday they were very passive, and I think they looked at, some of the unforced mistakes that we're making with some of the bad passes, that they said, hey, if they get a chance to, attack that puck carrier, that they did that. And I think they did a good job there. I think penalty kill-wise, I think, for the most part, we're keeping them, out on the perimeter like we were yesterday. They're just getting a few more shots through, and I think, it was tougher for us tonight to box them out. They were going to the net hard. They did a good job there, too.
That wraps up. Unless you have anything else?
Nope, we're good.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Brett LeBreau and Allison Arcibal. Ladies, thanks for joining us this afternoon. First, we'll start out with some general comments about today's game.
I think that we just strayed away from the basics. We weren't doing the little things that we're supposed to do, the easy little things that we've been preaching all year, which got us running around. Other than that, we need to start throwing some more pucks in the net as well and pressuring their D.
Today's game, the defense had some holes in it. What are the steps for the next series coming up to kind of solidify those holes?
Definitely prepare more and find a way to work together and come together, because every shot that was put on net, the rebounds would come out, but we need to find someone to pick up those sticks.
And Allison, you had the lone goal for today's game. Why don't you talk about your goal and how that developed?
It was a good breakout by Wick and Westy, and Wick just kind of threw it across to me, and I put a little speed on it and just let the goalie drop, because Coach was saying the whole game that once she's down, she can't get back up. So I just tried to get it top shelf.
And you did, successfully.
Were you looking for more goals like that through the game? It looked like you guys were shooting high on Bilato throughout the game.
Yeah, I think we definitely were. And just once she's down, the rebounds are there, and we just got to find a way to put them away.
Defense were just trying to put pucks on net, because this team, Syracuse, they're very good at blocking shots. They're one of the best teams I've ever seen block shots, but I was just trying to put some on net.
You know, after a tough loss like this, what kind of things are you going to do in this week in practice to make sure you guys are prepared to go next weekend?
Talk, communicate, figure out a way to, in every drill, we need to open our mouths, because having one person not talking, letting the person know where someone's at, is a huge downfall for us. And I feel that even if we just yell like boards, a simple little play off the boards, and then we'll be gone.
And then talking about the power play today, it seemed to really struggle today. And you guys scored a power play goal yesterday, but they seemed to be a little bit more aggressive today. Was that something that took you guys out of what you guys were trying to do?
I think that our power play hasn't been used to having time up top with the puck. Usually most teams that we've played pressure up top, and so we get low, and we get scoring shots from like lower under or from behind the net. But again, I think this team is one of the best blocking teams, and they got in the shooting lanes every time we try to work it. So I think that we're just gonna have to practice.
Yep.
All comes down to practice, I guess.
Get a lot more shots, because I feel like being on power play, whenever we did create an opportunity, we do one more extra pass when we could have just threw it on net and got like a good rebound off of it.
Good. I think it was pretty good.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us, ladies.
Thank you.